7 habits that actually changed my skin. One habit on this list made the single biggest difference to my own skin. And I didn't start doing it properly until I was in my 30s. And I'm a dermatologist. I knew exactly what skipping it did to my skin. I counsel patients every day about it, and I still struggle with it. But honestly, struggling with it myself gave me a lot of empathy for my patients. Because skincare is not hard because people don't know what to do. Most people already know the basics. The hard part is consistency. And after 20 years of seeing thousands of patients, I can confidently tell you this. The women whose skin ages beautifully are usually not the women with the most expensive skincare. They're not the women doing 10-step routines, but they're the women with the best habits. Simple habits repeated consistently over the years, day in, day out. That's what changes skin. Today, I'm not talking about trending products or viral ingredients or celebrity skincare routines. I'm talking about 7 habits that genuinely make the biggest long-term difference to your skin. And honestly, most of them have nothing to do with skincare products. One thing social media has done is convince people that better skin always comes from buying another product, another serum, another treatment, another miracle ingredient. But in clinic, that's not what I see. Because the truth is, a great product on top of a poor lifestyle habit has limited impact, but average skincare on top of good habit works beautifully. If you're sleeping 4 hours a night, stressed all the time, dehydrated, eating badly, inconsistent with exercise, your basics, no luxury cream is going to save your skin. Skin reflects biology, and biology responds to habits. So let's get into habits that matter the most. Habit number 1, sunscreen. Yes, we're starting with sunscreen. And I'm only going to talk to you about this. I know people are tired of hearing dermatologists talk about sunscreen, but there's a reason we keep repeating it. Because nothing, and I genuinely mean this, nothing comes close to sunscreen for long-term skin preservation. Not retinols, not lasers, not injectables, nor peels. Daily sunscreen is the foundation. Around 80% of visible facial damage is because of UV exposure and not aging itself. UV damage causes pigmentation, wrinkles, collagen breakdown, loose skin, uneven texture, broken blood vessels, dullness. And the scary part, the UV damage is cumulative. Tiny amounts every day adds up over the years. This is why I tell patients, don't think of sunscreen as a beach product. It's your daily routine. Even if it's cloudy, you're working indoors, you're driving, you're sitting near your windows, you're stepping out briefly, Indian skin in particular is prone to pigmentation from UV and visible light exposure. And one more important point. Most people under-apply sunscreen. You need enough and ideally reapplication through the day. And the best sunscreen is about the one you're wearing consistently because consistency matters more than perfection. Keep it next to your toothbrush. Make it an automatic habit. Few years later, your skin will look different, and because of this one habit, you'll thank me for it. Habit 2, retinoids. The second habit is retinoids. Not using it aggressively and not every night from day one, but consistently over years. They're probably the most evidence-backed topical ingredients we have in dermatology today. Retinoids help with collagen production, fine lines, pigmentation, texture, acne, cell turnover. But the biggest mistake people make is trying to do too much too quickly. You can't do it all in one day. Most women who tell me retinol didn't work for me usually did one of these 3 things. Used too much too early, used it inconsistently, or stopped because it was irritating or purging their skin. Retinoids are not a sprint. It's a long-term investment. Start once a week, use a pea-size amount, moisturize properly, and usually you have to build a tolerance. Women who benefit from retinoids are not the ones using the strongest product. They're the women who quietly use them consistently for years together. And remember, prevention works better than reversal. And I always say, start before the problem becomes obvious. Preventative care. Habit 3, sleep. Now for my confession. The habit I personally struggle with most is sleep. And I underestimated its effect on skin for years together. Your skin repairs itself while you sleep. This isn't about wellness, it's physiology. During sleep, that to deep sleep, growth hormone increases. cellular repair increases, collagen production improves, cortisol drops, inflammation reduces, blood flow to the skin improves at night, which is why nighttime skincare often works better. And here's something people don't realize: sleep timing matters. Your skin follows a circadian rhythm. Irregular sleep disrupts the repair cycle, and you often see poor sleep on the face almost immediately. Puffy eyes, dullness, dryness, inflammation, slower healing, and over years, chronic sleep deprivation accelerates aging significantly. You do not need a perfect routine overnight. Even improving sleep 30 to 45 minutes consistently can make a visible difference. Your future skin depends heavily on how well you recover today. So think about it. Habit 4: less sugar and better nutrition. Let's talk a little bit about food. Garbage in, garbage out. One of the biggest skin aging processes is something called glycation. This is where excess sugar damages the collagen and the elastin. The collagen becomes weaker, stiffer, less flexible, which means the skin ages faster. Sugar increases inflammation and worsens acne in so many people. Now, this does not mean you can never enjoy that dessert again, but reducing daily excess sugar matters. Start small: less sugar in your tea or coffee, fewer processed snacks, less drinks, and more whole foods. Focus on nutrients your skin actually needs to function properly, like vitamin C. Your body literally cannot make collagen without it. Amla is one of the natural richest sources. Guava, citrus foods, bell peppers, oranges. Think about it. Protein. Collagen itself is protein. Indian women especially underconsume protein. Dal, paneer, eggs, curd, fish, chana, all are important. Omega 3, it supports barrier health, reduces inflammation. You don't get it in vegetarian diet, you have to take it. Zinc and antioxidants, important for repair and collagen production. Honestly, traditional Indian food is incredibly skin friendly. The issue is the modern ultra processed eating pattern. And the skin that we have is built from consistently feeding our body. Habit 5: stress management. This is one of the most underrated skin aging factors. Chronic stress keeps the cortisol elevated, and cortisol breaks down collagen. It also increases the oil production, therefore worsens the acne. It triggers eczema and rosacea, and it weakens the skin barrier function, so slower healing. I genuinely see patients' skin improve dramatically after the stress in life improves, sometimes more than after the skincare changes. But let's be realistic: nobody can eliminate stress completely. That's living. Especially women balancing work, children, relationship, aging parents, responsibility. The goal is not zero stress, the goal is recovery. Your body needs moments where it exists in survival mode. That could be walking, yoga, gym, meditation, prayer, journaling, talking to friends, hanging out, shopping, spending time. But 20 minutes of this can change your cortisol pattern, and your skin notices this. Habit 6: supplements that actually have evidence, not virality. The supplement industry is full of marketing, and everybody's just popping a pill as they feel. And I'm very selective about what I recommend. Three supplements that have decent, hard evidence: vitamin D. Vitamin D deficiency is extremely common in India, in men and women. Indoor lifestyles, more pigmented skin, different diet, all contribute. But get tested before supplementing. Omega 3, strong evidence for anti inflammatory support and skin barrier health, and it's really helpful in inflammatory skin conditions. Collagen peptides. I've been skeptical about this for years. It's not about collagen, but it's the peptides. But the studies are encouraging because it is useful for hydration and elasticity over time. What I don't recommend: supplements making dramatic glow claims without evidence. Be cautious about marketing that sounds too good to be true, because it is too good to be true. And you're a fool if you believe all of the marketing gibbets. Habit 7: consistency. And finally, the habit that makes everything else work: consistency. And this is a real secret. Women whose skin ages best usually do not have complicated routines. They do simple things again, 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 repeatedly: SPF, retinoids, better sleep, better nutrition, stress management. Skin works like investing. Tiny habits compounded over years create dramatic long term results. There's no perfection in 2 weeks. There's consistency over years, and that changes faces. If you do nothing else, start here. And if there's only one thing that you're going to take away from this video, let it be this: wear sunscreen every single day. It's probably the least exciting habit, but it's most powerful. Because if you're not protecting your skin every day from damage, none of the other habits will do their job correctly. Not the retinoids, not the facials, not the expensive serums. SPF or sunscreen is your foundation, and everything else sits on it. And if you're consistent with sunscreen, then tonight, try this. Go to bed 30 minutes earlier. That one small habit can genuinely change your skin over time. And what would I tell my 25-year-old self if I could sit down with my 25-year-old self today? I'd say two things. Be consistent with your retinoid and make sure that you use it consistently, not after the collagen loss or after pigment spots, but as preventative. Start when the skin is healthy. Retinoids are better as prevention than repair. And second, protect your sleep. Even when life gets busy, when work is overwhelming, when everyone around you is glorifying exhaustion, protect the sleep in your 20s because it pays you back in your 40s and 50s, and it pays you back beautifully. A quick recap. So the 7 habits are: sunscreen every single day in the morning and at noon, retinoids consistently at night, 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep, less sugar, more supportive nutrition, daily stress management, evidence-backed nutrition supplementation only, consistency over protection, and don't try and change everything overnight, one habit at a time, and then it becomes automatic. Because great skin is about doing consistently the right thing for years. And I'd love to know in the comments, which of these 7 habits are you already good at? Which one do you struggle the most? For me, honestly, sleep has always been the hardest. I read all your comments and they genuinely help me decide what videos to make next. So if you want deeper videos on retinoids, anti-aging, pigmentation, supplements, skincare routines, or about Indian skin in general, let me know. This is Dr. Chaitra, your Indian beauty doc, signing off. Till next week.